Another 10 out of 10 chapter from Oda. We finally got what we've been waiting for years. And like every chapter on Egghead, we got new mysteries as well. Could this be the end of Egghead? Let's find out. Chapter 1117 started where the last one ended. We saw even more reactions to Vegapunk's words all over the world. We saw some pirates wanting to search for treasures under the sea. Mont Blanc, Cricket, and the Sariyama Alliance are on their ship getting ready to dive underwater. If Cricket's phrase caught your eye, that's normal. What Cricket means by romantic is a reference to Romance Dawn and the way the adventures are written by Oda. In Japanese, the term Romance Dawn can be interpreted in two ways. Romance in this context does not just refer to romance in the literal sense, but rather to adventure. It's a notion of travel and discovery. Thus, Romance Dawn can be interpreted as the beginning of a great adventure. We also saw the Sword members, Kobe, X-Drake, and Prince Gruss, but more importantly, we saw some familiar faces on Hachinosu. After 25 years, we see Krieg, Jin, and Pearl in the background. They want to search for treasures under the sea. We've all been waiting for Jin to appear in the story again because of his promise with Sanji, and hopefully they will meet soon. Among the pirates on Hachinosu, one mentioned a mermaid. I wonder if Oda is trying to tell us something, like if the fishmen are going to be in even more danger. We also saw Smoker and Tashigi on a bike on the sea. Once Oda got a question in the SBS about Smoker's bike and if it could work on water. Oda answered that it's actually for both land and sea and promised that he'd use it in the future. After more than 20 years, Oda kept his promise. Back to Egghead. Vegapunk says he's arriving at the final part of his message, since if he says anything more, it'll just be theories. I guess he doesn't like One Piece YouTubers. Then we see Nami's group. Nusjuro is about to slash the Thousand Sunny, but Jinbei throws Zoro with his new technique. The move Jinbei used to throw Zoro is an actual martial arts move called Kataguruma. I love these kinds of moments when the Straw Hats don't even need to talk to each other to know what to do. And I especially love it even more when Jinbei is involved because it shows that he has quickly absorbed the crew's cohesion. We finally saw the clash between Zoro and Nusjuro. We've been waiting for this moment for years. They're both surprised that they have Kitetsu blades. Just to remind you, Kitetsu is a school of swordsmiths from Wano country who crafted the Kitetsu sword series. There is a big chance that Nusjuro is from Wano as well. His sword is most likely Shodai Kitetsu, the first Kitetsu sword. Of course, I think there's an obvious link between Shandoro and Wano, but at the time, I thought of a theory that Nusjuro was an important figure in Wano 900 years ago, perhaps even the shogun at the time, but then he joined Imu and gave him all the gold in the country as a gift. Perhaps Kitetsu swords were not cursed at the time. Black lightning and fire appeared when Zoro and Nusjuro's swords clashed, and they were both blown back by the impact. We also saw some clashes between the giants and vice admirals. This is the true power of the giants who have terrorized the seas for centuries. Many make fun of Dory and Bragi as frauds, but know that a title or reputation is very often justified. One or two giants may not be a problem, but the whole crew is different. Luffy wondered where Warcury disappeared, and after that we got an epic panel of the four Gorosei surrounding the ancient giant robot. They realized that it is the robot that attacked Marijoa 200 years ago. Meanwhile, Vegapunk was going to reveal an important detail about the clan of D, but Warcury attacked the Iron Giant and most likely destroyed the Denden Mushi because Vegapunk's signal disappeared. The giant does not seem very damaged, but clearly it affected the signal. We see York happy in the final panel. I think York deserves to be one of the most hated characters in One Piece, not because she went against Vegapunk and helped Imu get the Mother Flame, and not because she's one of the main reasons why Vegapunk died, but because after 25 years we were finally getting some information about the D, and thanks to her we didn't even get that. Still, judging from what we have, what was Vegapunk trying to say? I think this concerns Luffy or Teach. Firstly, Vegapunk is aimed at D's, so it's a message for them. This could mean two things. Among you there is a traitor, or among you there is a chosen one, someone who will guide you. But at the same time, I think that Vegapunk was going to reveal something way more important. This speech is one of the best and most revealing speeches in One Piece, and it got interrupted at its culmination for a reason. Maybe Vegapunk wanted to reveal Blackbeard's secret. In this arc, we already got news about Teach. Katarina Devon mentioned that he is special, and Saturn said that his lineage is special as well. In this chapter, while Vegapunk was talking about D's, Blackbeard had a very interesting reaction. It seems to me like he knew exactly what Vegapunk was going to say. I mean, the whole story is about the world government and the D's, so a warning or important information from Vegapunk would be necessary to avoid making the same mistakes. The world government will begin to fear the D's when they're no longer empty shells. Or what if Vegapunk was talking about another D, the one that has not been revealed yet? Maybe he found out that the one who sits on the empty throne is a D as well. Nerona D. Emu. Also, speaking of reactions, I think the characters that Oda chose in this panel are something to think about. Okay, Dragon and Blackbeard are D's, but what about the others? The other three have a high chance of being D's as well. It's nearly confirmed about Sabo because of Luffy's joke and the Gorosei's words about him. There were a lot of theories about Kobe being a D as well, but Beppo? That could make sense too. We still don't know much about the Void Century and Joy Boy's crew. If everyone in his crew was from the D clan, or the D clan was created from Joy Boy's crew, then Zunesha could be one of them, and it would explain how Beppo, another character from the Mink tribe, is a D. I'm sure this panel was not created from randomly chosen characters. So let's talk about the broadcast itself. Is it actually over? The Iron Giant was damaged and the signal ended, but the robot is not destroyed. I want to believe that the signal could be recovered. This would make the robot's role in this story even more important because for now it seems like the ancient giant was too hyped up for kind of nothing. I want to see more of him, and hopefully Oda will reveal what happened 200 years ago. But if the broadcast is actually over, then we can say that Egghead is going to end very soon, maybe even in a few chapters. Anything can happen now. We know that Elbaf is going to start, but I'm sure that we'll get some surprises before that. First, Oda said that those two characters would finally fight this year, and I believe it will happen before Elbaf. Second, in the Chinese calendar, this is the year of the dragon. Monkey D. Dragon had his first appearance in the year 2000, which was the dragon's year as well, and I believe we will finally see his first move in 2024, maybe before Elbaf. Elbaf looks very promising as well, and it's been hyped up for years since the Little Garden arc. What can we expect from this arc? I believe it'll be like the Zhao arc. It'll have its storyline, but we won't see many fights. It'll be more focused on revealing some important mysteries in the One Piece world. Robin and Saul will meet again, Usopp will get his power up, and most likely the Straw Hats will get an army of giants. It already started at Egghead and will continue at Elbaf. An army of giants will be a huge help in the final war against the world government. Even Big Mom believed that she could find the One Piece and become the king of the pirates with that army. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to know more about what to expect from Elbaf, you can watch this video right here. Thanks for watching.